Yo, what's up guys? So we're going to be showcasing off a Guardian Yugioh's deck, but more importantly, some maximum disrespect to our opponent here, looking for no monsters left on the field. But we got double soul absorption here, and well, indulgence plus this card on your board is going to mean a lot of life points. You guys can see we're already at 15,000 life, which is almost double at the base amount. But yeah, like I said, it is an Yugioh's deck, which is all about not having any monsters in your grave. And when you basically have a full deck around banishing, well, that doesn't really hurt you in any way or form. It does have this other effect where it gets to boost up itself, but we're not really here for that effect. But we're going to go ahead and reset the board with Necro Face and just go ahead and get some damage right in. But yeah, Yugioh's will work with, of course, the whole banish deck that we actually covered not too long ago, but our opponent here has 900 life points, and remember, every single time that a card gets banished, we're going to be gaining at least 1,000 because we have 2 copies of Soul Absorption here. So, unfortunately, Apprentice Illusion is going to go ahead and put Banisher of the Radiance into the graveyard, and we're going to go ahead and attack, but Dark Magician is indeed summoned, and it's going to go ahead and also bust out the Apprentice Illusion. So at this point, he's going to go ahead and attack over Necroface, and then Macrocosmos is active, but that's going to go ahead and get stopped temporarily from Magician Navigation by banishing itself. It can negate a face-up spell or trap, but it's temporary. Now, it's not looking too good, but we do have 26,000 life points, but here's where the maximum disrespect comes into play. We really didn't need to summon Banisher because it's very difficult for most decks to deal 26,000 points of damage, but even if this card dies, he's still gaining 1,000 life points. Anytime really this guy is playing any spell card that isn't continuous, yeah, we're going to go ahead and gain at least 1,000. But he's going to go ahead and set Eternal Soul. He's going to go ahead and attack, special summon via the Magician Navigation. And of course, since that card is going away, we're going to go ahead and heal up for another 1,000. But we're going to take 25 to the face, 16 to the face, another 25 to the face, and 2,000. But we got a Cosmic Cyclone, which will then, again, banish another card. Eternal Soul activated, and it's going to go ahead and add the Dark Magic attack. He's going to go ahead and Cosmic Cyclone, popping the Eternal Soul, which once this card goes away, he's going to lose out on everything. The Eternal Soul is activating its effect, and, well, he loses his entire board because that's how that card works. Unfortunately, we don't really have too many options here, but we got Trade-In. It's going to go ahead and be the Dark Magician player's turn. He's going to go ahead and activate the Dark Magic Circle, and he's got the Dark Magician. He's going to go ahead and set the Ash Blossom because, well, he's only got 900 life points, so he sets the Ash Blossom, and it is thick, 1,800 defense points, so Banisher's going to go ahead and take 200 points of damage. Then we top deck in Yugioh's, but in this case, we do have now monsters in the graveyard, so we're going to go ahead and trade in, and then Soul Absorption going to be getting those life points. And then we've got a Pot of Desires, and each Pot of Desires with Soul Absorption is going to be insane. I mean, there we go, 5,000 off of each one, plus the 500 off of course, that effect of the card actually just getting banished because of Banisher and also Macro being up on the board. Then we're going to go ahead and see a Metal Snake, which is one of the newer cards. Also, Eater of Millions at 3,000 attack. We're going to go ahead and actually lose our board over there, courtesy of Lord of Darkness, but it doesn't really matter because you're going to go ahead and just get more life points. Look how much life points we're at, guys. Check that out. We're at 57,000 life points. Obviously, this is game, but it's maximum disrespect, so we got to give our opponent more turns. Then we see Indulgence activated, and that's going to go ahead, and once again, Absorption is just going to go ahead and get so much advantage. 1,000 for activating the card, and then 3,000 for each one. We're at 65,000 life points. Crazy stuff, and once again, anytime pretty much most cards are activated that are going to be spells, unless it's continuous, that's 1,000. It's going to go ahead and get rid of one of the cards. And at this point, we've got our Metal Snake over here, which can activate its effect. Now, we've only got 4 cards left in the deck. We got to be careful because even though this card technically from the graveyard can come back, well, let's look how much life points we're going to be getting. And now it's a little bit dangerous because, well, we've got no monsters. 4 cards left in the deck. The disrespect is definitely not looking like it was a smart move. We're at 73,000 life points. We're going to activate Allure of Darkness over here. But look at, guys, we got 2 cards left in our deck, but we've got 75,000 life points, so we're probably not going to lose by life points, but deck out can be a thing. Again, now we've got no monsters left on the board. Dark Magician, you know, he definitely does do work. Top decks, the Necro Face gonna go ahead and reset the entire deck. Eternal Soul is also activated over here, which can of course bring back a card. The Necro Face is gonna go ahead and gain a huge boost of attack, 5,600 attack, and he one-shots his opponent over there for the remainder of the damage. Wow, that was pretty fun. I haven't seen a Yugioh's deck, but dude, there was some massive disrespect by giving your opponent those turns. You almost lost Teriyaki, but you still won with 70,000 life points. I thought that was pretty cool, and I wanted to share with you guys. I just like it when people disrespect their opponent. I used to love doing that in so many decks. But anyways, onwards with the Yugioh's deck profile. And for those of you guys that say, well, what happens when Yugioh's, or you just have one monster in the grave, because Yugioh's obviously eventually will potentially die. You can use Trade-In, and also, more importantly, the Exodius, the Ultimate Forbidden Lord, is a level 10 monster. And, of course, these happen to be 2 level 8s as well. But with this card, you're able to reset your graveyard and then obviously use it as material for other things. But anyways, let's go ahead and hop right into the deck profile. So we have 3 copies of Exodius, 3 copies of Yugioh, 3 copies of the Metal Snake, Murakumo no Orochi, and then 2 copies of Necroface, 3 copies of Banisher, 3 copies of Grand Maja Daiza, 3 copies of Eater's Million, 3 copies of Alert, 3 copies of Pot Desires, 3 copies of Trade-In, 1 copy of Goldsark, 2 copies of Cosmic Cyclone, 3 copies of Soul Absorption, which, yeah, dude, 70k life points, man. And then we had the D-Fissure, 3 copies of Moon Mirror, and, of course, Macro. The extract, we had 2 copies of A to Z, 3 copies of Exteria, 3 copies of ABC Buster, 3 copies of Dark Law, and more likely this is the only card you're going to be using. You probably should put all the Nightmares and stuff in here. I think this is a deck you probably just took apart. But, yo, that was pretty cool. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that gameplay. Really, really disrespectful. But I like it, dude. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. And if you did, drop a like on it. And if you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Turn on that bell so you don't miss out on more crazy Yu-Gi-Oh content. If you guys want to send in a replay, feel free to go and do so. Shoutouts again to my boy Teriyaki for hooking me up with the plays. But feel free to send some in. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Peace out.